I'll just pretend I'm cleaning my glasses. Although I do need to clean my glasses. What are you doing? You're moving the thing. You're moving the thing. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Oh, sure.
Right, I'm going live as well. By the way, do you still need all my notes on the book?
Yeah.
They're all in here, but you're going to have to reduce them down to their bare parts because there's like 15 pages of notes. That'll take us on for like 3 hours of discussions in book club.
Yeah.
I went a bit hard with that. It's much easier when it's a book and it's reading material that you enjoy. Hello again, Lily. Straight on it. You were here last time, first, I think. Ow, itchy head. That did not help. No, not the Benadryl. I would like something to clean my glasses.
What? This?
Also, is this weird? Is this thing weird? I don't know. I just got it. It feels weird. So,
I don't think it's weird.
Hello, Granny. Isn't that no? Doesn't look like something my mother would wear because it looks like something my mother would wear. I feel like I'm covered in rolling tobacco and cat hair already. Anyways, thank you. Hello. Right. So, excuse me, I'm just trying to clean the pocket. It's not working. Do you have a tissue?
Okay, come here.
They're very, very misted up. It's just oil. I think it's from the hip. Yay! Palo Santo works fantastically. Well done. Good. Cat hair. Let's see the kitty. Here's the kitty. Wake up. They want to say hello. Over here. You see? Them there. Them there. Look. You see? What do you want? You just want cutting? Oh, you want more treats? More treats. They're difficult to clean, those, and they're supposed to have those like film things on them or something. I paid extra for that. Here you are. Look, have a load of them. Oh, you are
There
organic.
you go. Oh, that's better.
Oh, that is a lot better actually. Thank you, Mother. Yeah, I like this. This is my favourite one.
This one?
Yes. Got the one. Need another. I'm a unicorn. No, sorry.
I'm a unicorn. Ooh.
Curly corn. Hello there in Germany. Now, shall we begin? Yeah, I rather like this jumper, I think. Makes me look all warm and friendly. So, if you I'll do an announcement.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you thrown off by your new seating arrangement?
A little bit. Are we still doing
That's
homework
weird,
today?
isn't it?
Oh,
Why? Someone asked?
I'm just asking you.
I mean, we can do if you like. You feel light already? Good. It's all right. Honestly, I understand. I once purchased a ring quite similar to this one, but not the same, a long time ago with something attached to it, and I became quite fond of it. But it didn't help me. Um, it wasn't my friend as much as it seemed to be. But I'm glad you're feeling better. Now, a little bit of
Are those just energies that are trapped within items, or?
No, not this time. However, they can be. I believe what happened to my ring was it was before I come to purchase the ring. it was either owned or at least picked up or touched by someone who was a violent individual.
Oh boy.
And yeah, it just gelled with them. It now lies at the bottom of a river, and that's where it will stay. Sometimes it's easier to get rid of things like that rather than try and cleanse them. For after all, with certain things, especially entities, cleanse them by all means, but keep in mind that they still have to go somewhere. So sometimes it's better just to get rid of that which they are attached to. Images are quite a common thing for things to attach to, though, because they hold certain significances. We like to look at them, and that image then gets transposed into memory, which makes it easier for them to connect with us. Now, are you selling someone's readings on my reading?
No, I was just promoting
Judas!
Judas. Wow.
Ec tu brute.
Okay. Well, my bad.
I'm joking. She's very lovely and fantastic. You should go and check her out after you get a ring from me.
After you get a ring from me.
Yes, so as I was saying before the waffle began, if you would like a reading or you would like to just simply hang out, that is also obviously permissible as well, then readings are $11.11. However, you can tip more, but that's purely generosity. And thank you. I do tarot, bones, and you can tip via Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. Linktree is in the bio of my profile. Also, when you tip, please leave your username so you know it's your reading. And what was the other one? And a question about your reading, if you
Or
have one,
general.
or you can just put general
Or just
for a
tag me or
general
one of the
thing. There's no
moderators.
specific thing
Yep.
in the way of an accent to it, I suppose.
Doesn't matter. Also, we have 4 witch boxes left for February, guys.
Yes, yes. 4 months,
Yeah.
4.5 months away until we set back to the home country.
Oh, until we go back to England? Yeah.
It means I have to wait 4 months to get my wand.
Gosh, really, dude? Really, dude?
Yes, dude.
Really, bro?
Really.
Really, dude?
Yeah. Anyway. There you are, quick kitty kisser. You're back.
Woo! I got it,
Hello.
Kitty Kisser.
Now, I will begin
Can
because
you say okay on that?
this is the start, and that's where traditionally people like to begin. Lily, whatever medium you want to use, what does this weekend hold for me?
Do you think we can identify children of Ymir, or would that be right to begin with?
I do not rightly know, my friend, for I come from Avalon, and that is where I will return eventually. Here, the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is triumph, but it is more as though it is a victory for you. A triumph in the face of an adversity. I feel that this is something similar to a fear that is being conquered. Oh yes, very much so. The Page of Swords. Energy, working up the courage in some form. There's something in my teeth. Now, that's going to be annoying. The Two of Cups. Forms of proposition, proposal, or perhaps even understanding in the way of compaction or contraction. There is something here that yields success for you. Material or otherwise, something here that will turn good for you. It all starts with that, facing fear. A bit of a Muhammad Ali sort of vibe going on. You have to act like you won, act like you triumphed, and then you only have to fight half the battle. I hope that helps you, Lily. How has your day been, Mother?
I have a lot of work to do tomorrow.
Yes,
I kind of haven't worked
You're
the last 2 days very much.
I have, but
Yeah,
I
you
still need to
have.
do more. Very
Mhm.
busy.
That's good though. It's really good.
Yes,
Thank you guys for all the support.
yes.
Like
Thank you
honestly,
for
that
support.
means so much to our family. We have 3 kids and
We
pets
do.
and like
We have more than
these
pets and
lives,
things.
and you guys ordering readings is what keeps our family going. So
It does. This is
really
our
appreciate it.
bread and butter.
Yeah.
I am a working witch, so therefore, many people who practice witchcraft they have other jobs and
Oh,
such.
I love my phone reading. Thank
My
you.
other job. Oh, you're most welcome. So yes, I am a parent and witch. That's pretty much my two things. Anyways, Indigo Blessings. Do you have a question, Indigo Blessings? I have to vape off screen now because the gods of TikTok frown upon anything that is dirty.
A business reading. Sorry, they commented earlier, but I was typing
Oh.
something else in. Sorry.
No worries.
Lo siento.
I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry.
Because of the rabies thing, you can't really take animals to England from America as easy, can you?
Sweet and savory.
It would be too hard to take them with us, anyways. For a while.
What? That's not even on the radar, then.
That's what I just said.
So how are you bringing it up?
I just said it would be too hard. I'm just thinking out loud.
Hey, Nakasar. Hey, Cherry Pie.
Cherry
Piece
pie.
of nothing.
Cinnamon. Yes. Fortuna. There is something of a minefield, a veritable minefield here for you. There are many pitfalls and turns, but yet it is nothing that you are unaware of in that sense. It is a dance that you have danced before, ducking and weaving, jumping and leaping. However, it is that of the nerve, is what I feel. See this here? It is the hangman, but the hangman is reversed. It's almost as though pressure builds in some form because of it's almost like it's the last of something. It's a final push in some form for you. Reversed is the Empress. It's the Empress, isn't it? Yes. In this regard, it means something in the way of legality or official in that sense. It may be anything to do with, official paperwork to do with work. However, it is reversed. This sense means that something is not fully finalized in some way, but it won't be for a while at least. Strength. Strength is required. There is much in the way to do. As a form of business, whatever that may be, it seems that you will be becoming a lot busier.
Ooh.
And that's always good.
The legal aspects. Oh, that's the worst
Ah,
part.
it is.
I'm literally going to
That
cry.
would be the legal thing then. And the Empress always pops up. Is it the Empress?
Spooky Pancake.
Oh, it's the High Priestess. Sorry, not the Empress, the High Priestess. However, the High Priestess usually means in some form legalities or official things, grown up stuff, which I try not to think about.
That's my job.
That is your job. I'm
Let's talk.
yeah, I'm not good at that stuff. Barely work a computer. However, I edited my own video, didn't I, the other day, and then and the sound was well out of sync, but I did it. So that's something. Queer Kitty Kisser. General, would you mind a bone reading? It's always polite to ask, isn't it? All right. Ahoy!
Near future, what's coming my way? I've just moved across the country.
Who's this for? Oh, Queer Kitty Kisser.
Yes, we are still taking readings.
We are. We've just got here, roughly. Oof, that's a good one. Oh, it was sudden and violent. Yes. So, the self here, there is much in the way of drive and focus. There is strength, some form of that to do with work or something like this seems to be that in the way of pursuit. However, do not come to rely on others around you too much in this regard, for there is this kind of, I hate to say, but it's like out of sight, out of mind. But it's not, it's just they get caught up in such things. They're a pain. The pain is not yours, it belongs to another, which renders someone in some sense unreliable, perhaps more than one. In the way of love, there is a clear view of such things, however, still distant. Do not focus too much in the way of love at this from the angle of where you are. You will have to cover much distance and you would bypass much that needs doing. Here, forms of control, seizing something, is the way of change. The location, in this sense, has changed for you, and yet here there are forms of security because of this. It may be for security's purpose that you have taken up this form of control in order to get ahead of something or someone. A matter of safety, perhaps. There is doubt still and forms of fear that can allow for sadness. However, hold on to happiness primarily first. This fear is a natural fear, but it does not warrant having to adjust your life accordingly because of it. As a matter of fact, in terms of safety, you are much better. There is here forms of spirit and opportunities. Perhaps that in the way of different forms of spirit, those of natural spirit in the way of land spirit or local spirit, who come forth to you now that you are in a new environment. There may be forms of anxiety and frustration to begin with, but in time that will balance out. Your energy is used to that of a different place. This energy is different, it is more chaotic. It's just adjustment. I hope that helps. I'm sorry, my love, I forgot to move the bloody camera.
Just a reminder, we are live on YouTube, so if you wanted to watch the reading again, if you forgot to screen record it, which is totally fine,
It's absolutely fine.
you can go check it out on YouTube too. Tap your screens!
Oh, Vigvasia, you're most welcome. Thank you. Who's next here? Count Dracula.
Oh, nice.
Ah, now, Count Dracula. This
Okay.
is good. No, it's all right. This is good. Now, in your reading, in your reading, I had mentioned that something had shifted, and it was due to the tarot deck. This was true. Um, you inquired of what has shifted. I would love to get a quick read of things between HL and myself. I know. Yes, certainly, especially now that there is no other influence. It was difficult to begin with. Um, you see, in the way of shifts, it was done. I'll tell you what happens here when you come to some form of tick or leech spirit, if you like. Parasitic forms of entities that latch on. Their first thing, like any form of parasite, is to protect what it has, create codependency in that sense. All right. Then, when you become more dependent on them for whatever reason it is, the next job, Mark II of the plan, for any kind of spirit that wants to leech off of someone, is this. You must segregate that individual, cut them off from any other form of energetic influence or boosting, so that then they are purely at your manipulation and disposal. They are not intelligent in this sense, but intelligent enough to know what they need to survive. Now, the shift, however, is not that of the external, but more of the internal. You began isolating from so many people. Exactly. That is the point of it. But you see here, this in the way of false instruction is the wrong way round. So that is to relinquish your power, your dominance over your very will or free will. Temperance. Temperance here, it is the transferal of energy, note the cups here, to be given away in some form. The Ten of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. These are the two stark differences. If you could pick one that was night and one that was day in the terms of what they are saying, these two would probably be my first choice. And it is no coincidence either. You see, what we have here is what is going on. But what we are being shown, or you were being shown at least, was this. It was this, that there is this sense of being left behind. You do not need such things. You must wait. You must seclude. No. Everything that you were being told through that particular deck of cards was purely to keep you alone. Whether it be good news, bad news, didn't matter. It's a long game. The idea is that you simply throw it off. You throw off the cards, you throw off the meanings and how you interpret them. That is why there was such a strong force behind the cards, particularly. It was its means of getting you, of influencing you. How? By making you feel forms of despair, by making you feel that there is something in the way of worthlessness and all hope is eventually lost. You know that. You began to feel it. You could not understand, even if the cards read well, you felt it. The King of Swords reversed. The energy, the get up and go, to make plans, to have hope. Reversed. Gone. Sapped. This is what had shifted. It is only the perspective which was being put in front of you. That is all. Everything is actually very much the same in many regards here. However, as I said, when it comes to dream invasion, knock that on the head for some time. Just a bit. It is best not to. Forms like that in the way of dreams, deliberate dreaming in that sense, or dream walking, means that there are windows. Windows become familiar the same way a burglar would be familiar with a window that gets left open on a regular basis. Best to keep it closed for some time, just to make sure. I hope that helps you in that reserve. In that concern, you will find that as the days go by, there is more in that as a way of communication. There is more in that in the way of connection between you and this other individual, and you will not actually feel this sinking feeling here as much. I hope that helps. Oh, I'm sorry. Who's next here?
Oh well, never mind.
Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, my little smush. Oh, come on in. He's like, no, I'm too lazy. Oh, bless you. Oh, you dropped it. Oh, it's on the floor. Well, it's your depth perception, isn't it? Yeah.
Hello.
Take that one. Right. Hello. Oh, well, never mind. Um, would you prefer bones or tarot? Cheers. Yakida. You're mine either. No, not you. Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, well, I'm going to do bones. Yep,
Boom.
bones. Bones it is. All right, then. I am very excited for my one.
I know.
Catch it. Catch it. Now, forms of work, security, but there is fear beyond this. Perhaps this in the way of wanting to break free of some form of work or education or something like this, wanting to surpass it, to find something else. There is that in the way of opportunity. There is there here this form of happiness and control, forms of freedom in many ways. And yet fear is something that is difficult. It is a boundary to be crossed over to make that leap. Why? Forms of healing, sadness. This is all the what ifs. There are some more definite than others, but the unseen forms of things that rely upon you. It is not just who you are in that sense of what you do, but you in your sense that relies you it all relies upon you, you see. Here there is strength, but the past is what seems to take away from that strength. It fuels it. There is anxiety and much of it here in the way of pain, especially regarding one who at least once was a friend. And yet the words that are exchanged, the things that are done, are still mourned for in some way. Where you are right now is a safe thing, but you can still cross thresholds and boundaries of fear without having to take that giant leap. Small steps to begin with. I hope that helps. I'll get it, love.
Okay.
There we go. Look, see, I did it.
Plenty of space for you.
I'm not entirely useless. That was a joke.
Legs.
I think the old one looks very nice. There's one on the floor.
Where?
Nope, nope, it was the other floor.
Makes sense.
What's my accent? England. That's the best I can do. Or Britain. It is
Okay.
British. You're most welcome. Kimberly 1789. Am I a light worker? I'm more of in the middle, let's say.
You're a gray worker.
I'm a grey
Get off the
worker.
gray.
Oh, don't.
I got it, Brandy.
Where are you going?
I need to find some chapstick, dude. My lips are like.
Okay, dude.
All right, bro.
Bro.
Knife down.
What's wrong with you? Anyway. Kimberly1789, General. Would you prefer tarot or bones, Kimberly? No one puts Gandhi in the corner. Elwynn the Grey One. That's good enough. Tarot. Bones reading it is. Hello there in Toronto. Let's move this one down as well so that we may see. Oh, you found it. It was on the floor, wasn't it?
Nope.
Oh. Well, I saw one on the floor earlier. Cat was playing with it. Ooh! There is here the self. There is opportunity and great possibility in the way of love. If not, this love is not there, then it should be, or it is already in some form. However, it is what you sit upon. There is something in the way of a small fortune, a windfall. Something here that can alleviate some stresses or pressures. It is very close to you. If not, you do not have it already, then it is there in the way of an investment, something perhaps in the way of property or something like that. Now, here there is happiness, and beneath it there are forms of doubt. Yet, here, intuitively, your focus goes astray from that because of the doubt, as though there is something else. But in truth, there isn't. There doesn't need to be. Happiness is an evolving, moving thing constantly in this sense, you see. And so, therefore, you need not look anywhere else in that regard. There is great possibilities of reconnection in some form and protection regarding that, which may not have been there before when this thing came around. Here, speaking your mind, there is great power in this. Although fear comes before it, it does give you elements of control in this regard. There is frustration over choice in the future, yet pain opens up way for healing, which ultimately gives very immediate success in some form. Spirit, although unseen, is most certainly felt. There is something in the way of a loss here. I see it as almost like a feminine aspect of someone here who was lost not that long ago to you, but yet there is that there, especially when this pain gets closer. I hope that helps. You're going the wrong way, my love.
All right. It's hard to do it.
It's all right.
Yep, we're still
We're
open.
still open.
It's an 11:11 minimum. If you want to tip us more, you can. You're welcome, Kimberly.
You know what I found this actually useful for? It's for when I,
Your butt.
well, only at the weekend, but for doing the wax seals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much easier than a tea light because that
Yeah.
goes out. It's very annoying.
Did you finish your tea?
Almost. Well, half of it.
I'll make some more.
Well, that sounds nice.
Catch up.
Well, I tell you what, the thing on the walk did me well. I don't feel 100%, but it's taken that feeling away from me.
Yeah.
He is very cozy. He's very cozy. We're going to ring doctor tomorrow. He needs more antibiotics. They didn't give him enough.
Circles on my line. You got it.
Marinan.
Nope.
Marinan.
You can say Megan.
Megan. General reading. Would you prefer cards or bones, Megan? That was strange. Up for anything. All right, then. Oh, I love you too, Joe. Peace and love. Now, oh, some of the same cards in some form here. The King of Swords is that in the way of restriction. Restriction not of you, but of another. Why is this? This is you. You seem to present something in some form. You present possibilities, and yet the King of Swords is almost that of another who does not take on these possibilities, but rather brings them down. Someone here brings them down. Anything in the way of hope or something like that, it seems. The Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, forms of heartache, betrayal, a truth in many ways, truth that can hurt. And yet, it seems that someone here is going in the wrong direction. This is not two people in this card who are lame. There is one who chooses to walk with the lame. That is you. If you walk with the lame, then you will be cold. Sometimes it is hard. Inner struggles reflect the outer ones at times, and at the moment, that is it there. However, those outer struggles are merely mirrors meant to teach us in some form or another. I believe this may be something of a clue for you. Someone here needs to kick up the backside, and it's not you. I hope that helps. Oh, the tummy's coming back. I have to stop eating those vegan sausages.
I know you do. Too much soy.
I do like a sausage sandwich.
I know.
We'll replace them for crisp sandwiches. No, that's no good either. I have to start eating. You're most welcome. I have to start eating more vegetables, green, fresh things. Getting older is terrible like that.
Hold on.
Body starts to suffer because of it. What's
Hold
the
on.
matter?
Hold on.
Did we already do one or something?
I think. No, I did that right.
Nakase?
No, we didn't do you yet, Nakase.
No, we didn't.
No.
Good evening, Corilyn.
We just did Megan.
Shredded veggies, as a matter of fact, I do like that. Yes. I'm not really one for salad. It's not salads, actually. You know what it is? It's salad dressing. I don't like it. It's
What kind of salad
weird.
dressing you like? Maybe you gotta just make one.
Maybe.
Like mustard or something.
Maybe. I love a bit of olive oil. Just olive oil. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
With a bit of garlic in it. It's great. But yeah, I don't like vinegary. I only like vinegary, like on my chips. That's pretty much it. So, Nakase, general reading, looking for my spirit guides or if deity I should work with. Deities. I should work with. Oh, smells like camphor.
That's okay.
Oh, 3 others, eh? That's no worries. The Ace of Vessels is reversed. There is something here that runs detriment. Hello, Alexis. Runs detriment um, to where you pursue or where your mind turns towards, or your focus at least. The Six of Stones is that of exploitation. It says it there. Forms of desperation in some form. This is what you have known, and yet it is that which seems to have called upon it. I have a theory. The theory is this: when it comes to deities, there is an aspect of ourself which is almost ingrained within us. It is more nature than nurture in that regard. Yet, we are predisposed or predispositioned to almost be that of a receiver to that particular deity, depending on who we are, depending on lineage, and all sorts of things. For you, transition is the big one. The Six of Arrows. It is that of death. If you do not already, I'd be surprised if you didn't, Morrigan seems to be something here. Although it is not present as much, the eel would be much better representation of that card. It is the transition, moving on in some form, rebirth. No, the Morrigan seems to be that which guards you, which protects you in the way of struggle, battle even. The Morrigan is usually there. Not all battles take place on a battlefield. Ah, then it's true. Freya, I'm not sure, but Morrigan's definitely there.
Good thoughts confirmed. Gotta love it. You changed your name, Savo. I was confused.
Hello there, Leslie. This is on YouTube. Bone reading. Question is: can you tell me if I'm going to meet a new soulmate anytime soon? I presume you mean in a romantic sense, because technically a soulmate could be anyone. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it can though. It can even be a pet. However, let's have a look. Just tidy up a bit. That's better. Right. Oh no, you asked for bones, didn't you? My bad. What am I thinking? Right. Let's go down here. And then this one there. Ooh, bit of that, bit of this. Okay. There is pain and forms of doubt in regards to something. However, this is an old thing, an echo. There is a form of work or education, but it is that which may also hold you back in some form. You are breaking free of the shackles of that which has been conditioned onto you or expected. What comes from this? There is love. It is one of the first things. When looking, we often find what we want, but that's because we often make it fit. Here, this form of focus goes further afield. In terms of communication, there is happiness, but also sadness. A strange balance in many ways. For you, success in the way of love comes through a grouping. Similar minds, similar interests seem to be where clarity can be found in this regard. There is potential here, but it requires trust. Trust may be something that can be a bit difficult to begin with. However, trust is the best way to find a soulmate. Trust is something that another in the way of soulmate recognizes. And in this world, to trust can be difficult. Yet, here, this in the way of choice to protect the self or that to unburden, to expose the self. To expose the self gives you much more in the way of potential that leads to that success. If you are looking for that of a time frame, I am seeing it could be a year and a half. However, the journey is much more important than that destination. I hope that helps. Oops, there we go. Hello, Crystal Skulls. Akinaut 13. Will Ryan forgive me and will we reconcile?
Hey, Alexis. Tap, 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 tap. I'm going to get us to 20,000 just on my own fingers. Look at this.
I taught you that trick. It works
Oh,
very
your
well
fingers
when
are
you have to
walking on your
quick tap
face
on
right now.
games. You wished.
Just on my fingers alone. Pew, 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 pew.
Four a.m. in the UK. My goodness. That'll be me soon, I suppose, wouldn't it? You'll be doing lives at 4 a.m. You could be doing your work.
Okay, Ingrid.
It means you have an iron deficiency. Most likely, at least. Now, this one flew out. I put it back on top. However, it needs to be seen. What is it? The Three of Swords. There is this in the way of betrayal. Pain. Yes. There is blockage. Oh, much in the way of blockage. That in the way of trust has been broken. And this person, their pain, I feel it. It's a ball here. It chokes and it will not go. But if you don't have it here and you try and swallow it, then it's heavy here and it's worse. The King of Wands. This is that in the way of action. There is still much in that of hot-headedness, anger in some way, fiery. Right now, it's that form of self-righteousness, and you don't want to feed into it, yet you don't want to go forgotten. You don't want to leave the matter where it lay for fear that it may lay there permanently. The Nine of Pentacles. Here, too much rectification can actually do more 2 weeks at the most in this regard should be enough time. There is much to heal from, much to step outside of. It'll take a lot to get past those forms of blockages, that armor that is placed up again. However, if it's worth it, it's possible, yes. I hope that helps you. Remember, we all love differently. We all hurt differently. But we all heal differently as well. You may have to be patient. You're most welcome. I saw that as well. You just saw not to be rude. It's like, and then you left apparently, or you're still there. I don't know. I don't know. Strange one. Anyways, hello, Bitter. You'd like to request a reading for your mother. Is everything going to be all right soon? Will our family be all right? Thank you so much from both of us, Isabella Maria. Of course.
Bitter!
This, in the way of emotion, overwhelms in many ways. It is almost like a domino effect. Large, heavy emotions, feeling of being overwhelmed, creates this chain reaction, which then spirals everyone in that sense. Now, here the love is reversed. However, I always see that more of a form of judgment. It is important to try and break that chain of events, and that can only truly be done with you. Um, and although that's difficult, it's the only possible way. Now, making decisions in the form of sacrifice specifically is something that you are accustomed to here. Do not retaliate when someone wishes to do something or perhaps even go somewhere. There is this of someone here, blessed be Alexis, someone here who wishes to perhaps pursue something, go somewhere, which may be difficult to accept in some way and may cause worry. Don't act. Allow them to go. It's something that needs to be done, but they will come back different because of it. It will be all right. It's always going to be eventually, you know. Just sometimes it can take a bit longer. I hope that helps. It's getting rather warm in here. Perhaps we should snuff some of the candles.
Oh, I do.
Yes, I know you do. It's because you're reptilian, my dear. But I am not. That's better.
You okay?
Yes.
Ready for another tea?
No.
What?
Water.
Rude.
I can feel my stomach creating too much acid.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to hurt.